And just on levels, something I was thinking about earlier today, or even yesterday, is we have this thing that levels are areas, and we all heard that, but everyone seems to struggle with that because we draw a precise line on our chart, and then everyone wants to take a bounce or a break out of that line on the chart, without, and usually we forget that it's an area, it's a zone. It could mess around there for a while before finding a direction. So I figured, I was playing with this earlier. One simple thing that we can do is actually draw it as an area on the chart rather than a line on the chart. I'll give you a simple one here. You got, let's say, got support here, got resistance overhead, you got turnarounds over here. So you can see this whole area, a bit of a turnaround area. Let's go from back here. This was resistance. And I'll bring the zone up here. You see that resistance, support, and then you get that big breakout through. So, and then when it came back, the double bottom happened in the area, not precisely. So this yellow or orange area here on the chart, I'd say at the moment is an area of support. So it could come in here, and if you find a support pattern or a pattern here where it's telling you the buyers are taking over, there's an opportunity. So you can see it's not precise, right? This is really important. I think this simple little tool, just shading a part on your chart where it tends to turn around, I think will be very, very, very useful. Just visually put it on your chart that it is not a level, it is an area. I'll show you another one here that's very much in the zone. We have this area of resistance, it's double top here. Sure enough, it's up here as well. You can see what got up there, and it's been pushing down since yesterday. So let's just draw that. You got, let's put it there, because you see that's the top, and the double top is inside it. And this is pretty obvious resistance. Look at that, pushed up and came right back down. So in this area, for now, you're getting the idea of resistance, right? It's been resistance before, it's been resistance more recently. So there you go. You have areas on the chart. Just make life a little easier for you. I like this. I haven't done this in a long time. I forgot about it and I remembered it yesterday and today. So, and again, I don't do the whole trend line thing. I get confused with that. I just like horizontal lines, horizontal areas. So we have this. So now this doesn't mean if the price, for example, today gets right up in here to the bottom of this area, starts to push down just a little bit, puts one little wick in, you start going short. No, don't do that. All it's telling you is that we know there's sellers up here. So if it gets up in here somewhere and gives you something that on your trade book makes sense that the sellers are taking over, there's an opportunity there, maybe. And the opposite down here. So again, this is what I like to do. This is what goes on in my mind. I'm always looking at it as an area, so now I'm just putting it on the chart visually for you to see. So there you go. And sure enough, in between, well, just been grinding up. You kind of want to be careful in here. So this is if you're using levels. Of course, people use all kinds of things, moving averages and stuff. And even moving averages, in my experience, are areas. It's almost like you should use a standard deviation of moving averages, those Bollinger Band type things, but much tighter, and they make more sense to me. So give yourself some room in these places. Let the price do what it wants to do. And another point, you can see I've done this on a 30-minute chart, and I also take trades on a 30-minute chart. So I'm doing something a little different here, whereas most of the time we talk about go into a bigger time frame, a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and find levels and put it on. To me, if you just zoom out, there you go. Now it looks like a line chart. You can find turnaround points on this very easily, right? We found a couple already right there. See it right there. You got it up there. So you can do that. You can work on one time frame. I don't see a problem with it. If you have the 5-minute chart and you like it, just zoom the heck out of it. You get 2 weeks of price action on your chart, on your screen, and just look at where it turned around. You're using it like a line chart. And then, you can watch the candles and pick your setups. Anyways, these are the few things on my mind that I want to bring into my trading again. I think it'll make life a little simpler.